What's going on, world? It's me, Andre Catnot here from West Palm Beach, Florida. So, basically, what I'm about to do right now is just mark up my charts, get ready for this upcoming week when it comes to trading. And I just want to basically show you guys exactly how I mark up my charts and prepare for the upcoming trading week. So, yeah, but before I get dive into this and show you exactly how I mark up my charts and show you guys what indicator that I'm using, I am doing a special where you get access to my HFT bot that passes prop firm challenges in 1 day. Right, you get access to that, and I'm giving away 2 additional EAs that literally trade for you in the forex market. One EA that you could use on any pair that you want, and then there's another EA that only trades odd USD, odd NZD, odd CAD, and NZD CAD. And then also, I'm going to allow you guys to copy my exact trades that I take when it comes to using this indicator that I'm about to show you guys and my strategy. Okay, so if you're interested in that, I'm doing a special and I'm charging a one-time fee of $250. Remember, you get access to the HFT bot, which I normally charge $1,000 for. You're going to get access to that, and then also you're going to get access to 2 EAs, and then also I'm going to allow you to copy my exact trades using this indicator in my strategy for a one-time fee of $250. Tomorrow is the last day to get to take advantage of that offer. So if you're interested, reach out to me and I can go ahead and get you set up with all of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I already marked up my chart on GJ, as you can see here on my charts right now. What I usually do is I go to the daily chart, right, and basically I look for the previous weekly high and low. All right, so my previous weekly low is on Friday, and my previous weekly high was on Wednesday. Okay, well, Thursday to be exact. So what I usually do is I find the wicks and I draw I use the rectangle tool and I draw from the top of the wick all the way down to the body. So for example, I'll show you guys how I do it. So I take out my rectangle tool here on Trading View, and I start from the wick all the way down to the body. Okay, that's how I do it. That's how I draw my zones. Okay, so this is my previous weekly high and low. All right, and then usually when the market opens, and depending on what session that I'm trading, um, I draw my previous weekly, not previous weekly, but previous New York session high and low, or previous London session high and low, or my previous Asian session high and low. Okay, and you might be wondering how can I tell what session I'm in? Well, I got these candles color coded. All right, I got the red candle means that I'm in the New York session, the U.S. session, and then the green candle means that I'm in the London session, and then also the yellow candle means that I'm in the Asian session. So that's how I can tell what session I'm in when it comes to me trading. Usually, when I trade, I either trade London or New York session. Sometimes I will take trades during Asian session, but majority of the times I take my trades during London or New York session or U.S. session. Okay, so that's all I do. So I already have my high. Like I said, these are my high, and though I draw these zones on the daily to get my weekly high and low, and then I break it down to the 1 hour, and then depending on what session I'm trading, say for instance I'm trading the London session, I would um, use the rectangle tool here and draw from the top of the wick all the way down to the body on the green candle. Because remember, the green candle means that I'm in the London session, and then I already have these zones color coded, so I know when it comes to these zones, I have it color coded. So if I'm trading London, right, and I'm drawing my London session high and low, then I already have a template for that and color coded already. So this is going to be my London session high, and then this is going to be my London session low. Okay, that's how I do it. So that's my London session low. So coming, when the market opens, um, when price get to these levels, I either wait for price to reject this area or to break that area and retest, and then go from there. But that's how I use these zones. I'll either wait for the rejection or I wait for the break and retest. That's simple trading, right? But I am also now using an indicator that's called binary destroyer, and this indicator is like it's like a mainly for a scalping. This is for mainly if you're going to be doing scalping, all right? You're going for like quick 1 to 2, 1 to 3, based on the 5 minute and the 1 minute. So basically, once I have my zones set up, right, I break it down to the 5 minute, and basically, what I usually do is after I break it down to the 5 minute, I wait for price. What the indicator when the indicator shows me arrows that's pointing down, that means we're in a downtrend. If we see the arrows pointing up in green, that means it's in an uptrend. So when I get these signals from the indicator, right, I'm waiting for the pullback. I'm waiting for the pullback into the zone. So what I would do is before I get in a trade for a sale, I will wait for price to come all the way up to this London session low and reject this area, and then I would get in for a sale. Okay, that's how I use this indicator, and then I'll go for 1 and 2. I'll kind of give you guys an example what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you guys an example. I already had made a post already here on Facebook, on my profile, on the pairs that I traded last week. All right, so here's an example right here, right? I got these arrows, right? These red arrows. Of course, like I said, the red arrows tells me that we're in a downtrend, okay? So when you get these arrows, you wait for the pullback, all right? You wait for the pullback, and you go for, a minimum of 1 to 2 risk to reward, all right? So basically so once I wait, so I saw the pullback. I waited for a price to come to close above this red line or this green line, and I waited for it to turn red. That's called the TS line. So I have basically rules when it comes to taking trades. So before I take a trade, when it comes to using this indicator and strategy, I wait for a MOG sales signal, which is the red arrows that's pointing down, and I wait for the pullback. So basically, it pulled back, and then I make sure that price is either below or above the 200 EMA. This purple line, or this line up here, this is the 200 EMA. So price is below the 200 EMA. The MACD was overbought here, and then the MACD cross, and then the TSA turned red, so I got in right here for a 1 to 2 risk reward, and then I won that trade. So mainly this is for scalping, but let me go here. Here's another example for a sale. So I got the sell signals right here, right? The sell signal. Wait for the pullback. I also even drew a Fibonacci retracement tool on my chart. Price came all the way up to the 61.8, rejected that level. Also, the MACD was overbought, and then price was below the 200 EMA right here, and the MACD cross, the TSA line turned red, and I got in for a 1 to 2. All right. So really, when it comes to the strategy, I'm only going for 1 to 2 scalps. 1 to 2 scalps. All right. So that's how I'm using this indicator and strategy. Okay. But let's go back to the charts real quick, because I want to mark up some more charts. So let's take a look at GA. Let's go to the daily. Let's go to the daily here. All right, so what was the high and low? The previous high and low here. So this was Friday. So the previous high was here. It'd be so So the previous high was here. So I'm gonna mark that as the previous high. Okay. I already have a template for that. So the previous weekly high. Let me bring this over some. Oops. Made it. Okay. So that's the previous weekly high. And then the previous weekly low was on Monday. No? It was on Tuesday. Yeah, so Tuesday was the previous weekly low. So from the wick to the body. That's how I draw my zones. Wick to the body. Let me bring this up some. Try to be real precise here. Okay. All right, so that's my previous weekly low for GA. All right, and then like I said, when the market opens, I go to the 1 hour chart, and then I draw my previous weekly, not previous weekly, but the previous, either depending on what session I'm trading, I draw my previous London session high and low, or previous New York U.S. session high and low, or the previous Asian session high and low. Okay, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna wait till the market opens, and then I'm gonna draw my zones when it comes to the hour chart. So let's go to the next pair. Let's go to GU. What I usually do is, let me go to the daily. Let me clear the charts real quick. Every week I update the previous weekly high and low. I always update that. So I can see right now my previous weekly high is up here. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, and then also my previous weekly low will be down here. Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I want to tighten this zone up a little bit because this zone is too big. So I'm gonna tighten it up on the 4 hour. But let me go ahead and do the templates on this. It's my previous weekly high. This is my previous weekly low. And then go to the 4 hours so I can see if I can tighten up this zone a little bit. Let me see. I can probably tighten it up, like maybe right there. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be my previous weekly low. Okay. And then like I said, I either break it down to the 1 hour. Right now, price is below the previous weekly. To be honest with you, go to the daily. The previous weekly low would be somewhere right down here. So what I'll do is I'll bring that down there. I overlooked it a little bit. That zone is too big. Let me bring it, shorten it a little bit. Boom. Then go to the 4 hour. Yeah, if the zone is too big, like I break it down to the 4 hour or the 2 hour or 1 hour and try to don't make it look too big, So this is the previous weekly low here. All right. And then, like I said, once the 1 hour come, once the market's open, and then I come down to the 1 hour, and then depending on what session I'm trading, I draw my zones from there. So we already draw our previous weekly high and low on the GBP USD. Let's go to IUSD. I already have a zone here, as you can see. Price is there. Let's go to the Euro USD. Let me clear up the charts from that. Go to the daily. But you see how I do it, all right? I'll see how I do this. All I'm doing is looking for the previous weekly high and low, and I'm looking for the previous session high and low. That's it. Depending on what session I'm in, I'm looking for the session high and low. All right, so Euro USD. Let's see. So up here is my high, my previous weekly high. So from the wick to the body, we're going to name that the previous weekly high. And then our previous weekly low will be Friday. Yeah, Friday is going to be my previous weekly low. So from the wick to the body. Boom. All right. That's how I do it. It's pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. And then, when the market's open, whatever session that I'm trading in, like I said, the red candle means that I'm in the U.S. session. The green candle means that I'm in the London session. The yellow candle means that I'm in the Asian session. So, by looking at these candles, I know what session I'm trading. But really, you don't really need to color code it. It's just make it easier for me. But 3 a.m. is London session. 8 a.m. to me is the U.S. session. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna make this video too long, guys. But let me clear this off. Okay. So, USD JPY it look like it's gonna be a good setup for a buy. So, but let me mark up my previous weekly high and low for USD JPY. So, the low I can see right now is Wednesday. So I'm gonna draw the rectangle tool from the wick to the body. All right, that's gonna be my low, and then let me see, the high will probably be Friday. So when I don't see a wick, what I usually do is I just use a horizontal tool, or I just put a horizontal line there, and then I just name it the previous weekly high. That way I know. And then yeah, I already have a template for that, previous weekly low. Okay. And then like I said, I break it down to the 1 hour. So like I said, this got like I feel like this has potential for price to come back down a little bit more. I think price is going to come back down a little bit more and then shoot back up. But what I was looking at last week, I was using the Fibonacci retracement tool here, and let me see. Yeah. So I feel like price can come back down to the 61.8 here, like in this level, and then the MACD can cross, and then I feel like this is gonna be a good setup for a buy because we're already getting buy signals from the indicator that I'm using. So, but we'll just wait for the market. It may happen, and price may continue to go back down, but when it comes to me using the Fibonacci retracement tool, I'm looking for price to come down either to the 38.2 and reject, or I'm waiting for price to come to the 61.8 and reject off this level, or come all the way down to the 88.6 to reject that level, and then I'll get in for a buy. But I got to see that rejection. But yeah, this is how I get in like really good entries. I use the Fibonacci retracement tool, and then I combine with the indicator and the strategy. So that's how I'm really getting in sniper entries for these trades that I'm taking using the strategy and the indicator. Okay, but yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm just gonna cut this video short. I don't want to hold you guys too long. I'm just looking at the charts right now, marking up my charts, getting ready for next week, for this week, upcoming week trading sessions. But if you're interested in taking on my offer, tomorrow is the last day. I'm allowing you guys to get the HFT bot for well, not only just the HFT bot, I'm giving you the HFT bot, and I'm giving you 2 trading bots, and then I'm also allowing you guys to copy my exact trades that I take using this strategy and indicator, all for a one-time fee of $250. I normally charge $1,000 by itself for the HFT bot, so this is really a good deal that you can take advantage of. But I normally charge $1,000 for the HFT bot, and you're getting access to it for only $250 one-time fee. Plus, you're getting 2 trading bots, and I'm allowing you to copy my trade. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me, and I can go ahead and get you set up. But with that being said, I'm Andre Ketna here from West Palm Beach, Florida. I will see you guys on another video. Take care, y'all.